Are you listening? Damn.
My first and foremost is going to be it's a double-edged sword, which is community is the new currency. So in this Web3, so you have the Web2 world where all of your data is owned by all of these organizations, right? And it's sold and bought and traded, and that's how they
Behind the
market
scenes.
you, and behind the scenes, right? And so they end up marketing to you, and that's how they make their money, and that's why it's everything is free, right? This Web3 world is where you're paying for your own transactions. You're paying for your own engagement, which means you own your data now. So we're in this shift of where now I'm in control of my own destiny, if you will, or what I do and who I share it with, and who's allowed to know X, Y, or Z about me, um, to some degree. So and in this world, so again, community is the new currency, and so you'll see it with VFriends, you'll see it with the Bored Ape Yacht Club or CryptoPunks. They all have their own communities, and those communities share information. They want to. I mean, the whole point of community itself is we all win together, right? Like that's a huge thing. So if you can, as a community, say, hey, this is all the information we know, and you can sift it to all of the healthy information and all the information that's going to make a community prosper, which VFriends very good at doing that. Gary V has quite a bit of business experience and marketing experience naturally, right? That's what he does. And so he's built this phenomenal model around building community, and community is what is able to drive revenue in this new world of Web3 and NFTs specifically, as well as cryptocurrency. So now that becomes problematic when there's plenty of bad actors in the space. You get individuals that create these alpha groups, and they create paid versions. So if you pay, you get access to information first, and then so you pay like a top tier value, let's say 5 ETH, and you get access to information 8 hours earlier than the second tier that paid 2 ETH, and so those tiered systems are horrible, because what ends up happening is you get a bunch of people that are making out from these calls, and then the bottom feeders are funding the top feeders, is what's effectively happening. And so
So it's a
now
pyramid scheme with information.
Yeah, rather than building a true community and building true value, which is what we're trying to do with City Roots, is
Nice
like,
segue.
yeah. So what we're trying to do with City Roots is actually build this community where the utility and the profits from our marketplace and all that. So 100% of the profits are going to the token and to our community itself. So like we're providing value rather than taking value. Okay,
Gotcha.
and so that's a whole model that we see going forward into this space is rather than charging you X amount of dollars in order for you to enter the community. Our community is entirely free. Anybody can join our community. Anybody can be a part of all the information. We don't hide it. Everything's transparent. Now, if the longer you're in the community, the more you can earn because you'll be given access to additional roles and additional responsibilities because we trust you more at that point. Right?
So we're looking at your community, City Roots. Let's just jump right into it because I think it's super interesting. But we're looking at City Roots as an actual, like, as if it was an actual city in the real world, right?
That's correct.
Let's think of it that way. So when we're talking about City Roots, folks, when you're listening to Joe speak about this stuff, I mean, just let's just see, we're translated into in our mind. But it's not in a real city. It's in the metaverse, right? It's in cryptocurrency. It's on the blockchain. So, it's important that there's like he said, there's bad actors, and you're trying to stop that.
That's one of the biggest reasons we actually started City Roots. Was you got people like Llama and like Fleur who go out and just shill the shit out of projects, and they're paid shills, and they're and most of them, like, Fleur requires 5 ETH in order for you to for him to shill a project for you, and about 80% of them do nothing, if not more. Like it's really absurd. Like
for anybody who doesn't know, shilling a project means just like marketing it or basically influencing other people to buy into it because you have clout of some sort.
Yep,
and also letting people know in general. So yeah. When someone,
I have nothing. There's nothing wrong with marketing, right? I have nothing wrong with that. But when you take it in order for your own personal gain, so what ends up happening is Fleur handles all of those shills. He tells his inner group to go buy a bunch of them and then shills them, and that obviously, once they're shilled, people see that others are buying it. They get FOMO, fear of missing out, and then they buy in, and then Fleur ends up dumping everything. He's very well known in the space for doing that. And it's just very unfortunate to watch, like, money being transferred from people that think you can make 500 or take $500 and turn it to 100,000.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it gets people's dreams and hopes up. So you have to be very careful. And everybody, we've, again, beginning here in this space, you want to be doing your own research, listening to people, and really having a group of people that you can trust in a community. So you want to provide that for people. You want to be able to give people a place to go to, and when they do good things, earn a token and earn a little bit of tokenism for your community members that do well.
Yeah, precisely. So at the end of the day, it's like I said, community is the new currency, and if you have many of those communities will not last. Like, they'll get away with it for a few months or maybe 6 months, half a year, whatever, but they're not going to last forever. And that money dries up when you lose trust. And no one's being very few people are being long-term minded in this space. And there's no accountability because no one's doxing themselves. That's why I'm here today, right? My information's all public.
You can connect with Joe on LinkedIn.
Yeah, by all means. And I encourage it. Reach out to me. I mean, come have a coffee with me. I'll have coffee. Like, I was just actually, funny enough, in Indianapolis 3 weeks ago, visiting one of our members of the community that wanted to start a project. So I drove over and we stayed at their house. It was just a random person that we met on the community.
Random dude. Joe staying at his house.
And again, but I mean, we'd at least talked long enough for that
Sure.
Be warranted, but wasn't just like last night I met this dude. Yeah, I'm leaving, going to drive to Indianapolis.
See you later.
We'll see you tomorrow.
No, listen, he will go on a stream with somebody if you ask him and you meet last night. That's what happened today. So
hell yeah.
But
I'm a very open guy.
Do you think that's a problem in the industry as a whole? Is that because the people? So it should be a big red flag if someone's not doxing themselves. Which, by the way, dox just means
not necessarily.
Just being open about who you are in real life.
Yes, yeah. So there's a lot that goes into doxing. So there's a lot of people. So because of all the legalities in the space right now, it is very difficult to make progress and to do good things for the communities while being in legal compliance. It's very, very difficult. And so these organizations, or rather projects and collections and communities, are trying to create value for their community, but if they were to be doxxed, they would be
open to scrutiny,
thought out for by the SEC or by some governmental agency here in the U.S. or again, depending on where they are. Not to mention the fact that a lot of these communities are global, and how do you interact with global law? Good luck. It's expensive, very expensive. So doxing is this way where they get around it because who's the law going to go after if they don't know who's running the show?
Yeah, come get me. You can't find me. You don't even know who I am, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so it creates this, and a lot of DeFi, decentralized finance, and a lot of NFT space people are they refer to themselves as degens in the space. Like the early adopters of the space are quite a few of them are true degens, and the fact that they don't mind doing an illegal thing here or there for the benefit of themselves and or their community.
Interesting.
And I mean, it's kind of like the whole marijuana law or the prohibition of alcohol. Like, who says that's right or wrong? It's not up to like why is the government allowed to say that?
Yeah.
So like, I'm not faulting them for making some of those decisions. It's not like they're murdering people. Now, hopefully.
Sometimes we don't know.
No, but there are those lines, right? And it becomes very difficult. Now, our project specifically, we are doxxed, and so I think there's only one member on the team that's not, and that's.
Are you listening?
One of those things you'll have to trust the rest of the team. There's 10 of us. I'm sure you can deal with one of them not, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Chef Dave, NYC, Wolv, Karagami, Church, Krish 909. You guys are all here. You're here. You can see your LinkedIn is on here.
Once the actual organization gets configured, all of those will be turned to names. So that's we're in the process. We're like obviously I'm doxxed and so are several others, but we are we're still in the legal process for the organization creation. But as far as our model, we've received our memorandum for the Unity tokens, and we got the all clear. So we're in compliance. We're they say no one's going to ever guarantee you in the world of law, but they say in the event of a fair trial, given everything that we know, it's unlikely that you would be seen as a security, right? Like that's how law works.
It's the best it's going to get is as you're good to go. So
that's you're good to go in legal speak.
Yeah. So your Unity token, I'm looking at the Etherscan and stuff, but like essentially, give me an example of how me as just somebody who's signed up for your program, or for City Roots, how I can earn your Unity token.
Yeah, great question. So there's several roles that exist within the ecosystem. You have like citizens, tourists, elders, chief inspectors, city inspectors. So each one of these roles gives you the ability to do tasks. So some of those tasks, let's say for like a citizen, might be follow and retweet our tweets, and you'll get 50 Unity tokens, and that's claimable up to twice per month. Or You get something like if you complete 25 reviews on the vault, which is something we're going to talk about in a second. If you complete 25 reviews on our crowdsourced review platform, then you receive 1,000 Unity tokens, and that's claimable twice per month. And so, and then there's like all these multipliers and things that you can get into. It's very gamified as well. So it's a gamified version of engage to earn model.
How many engage to earn models are there?
Honestly, I haven't seen one in the NFT space.
And specifically NFT space, why is it the NFT space versus some other space?
Why am I here?
No, yeah, I mean, explain the difference, I guess, between like it being based on NFT space versus the other space.
Oh, so like I'm just talking like NFT versus DeFi. DeFi being just pure cryptocurrency versus, so it's fungible versus non-fungible, which means that a fungible is everything is exactly the same. 1 krill equals 1 krill for the whales.game, right? If you're talking about, or in our case, 1 Unity token equals 1 Unity token. Versus an NFT that's a non-fungible. Everything is unique. You have a one of one, and it's identifiable, owned only by you. It can't be duplicated, that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm looking at it. So you're able to give NFTs based on their title of who they are, like curator or ambassador or community manager, right?
We're giving Unity tokens to those roles based on their engagement.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So like literally like doing these tasks, how do you make sure that somebody in your community is doing the tasks properly?
Yeah, great question. And it's essentially everything that we have is connected. So when the very first task, in order to even be qualified to receive Unity tokens, is to integrate with our vault. The vault will require you to sign using MetaMask, as well as log into Discord and log into Twitter. Okay. That confirms your identity. That confirms you are who you say you are.
Gotcha.
Once you have that, then we're able to track all of that information. We know how many posts you made on our server. We know how many posts you made on Twitter, how many follows, how many likes, retweets, all that information is available.
Sure.
And then because a lot of the integration is with the vault, it's our own database. So we know exactly what you're doing on our databases as well. And so we can track all of that information. And at the end of the month, we can tally it all up and say, this person did this person did this. And there are some tasks that are calculated outside of that, like the city council and the city engineers or the city workers. Those are just hourly time log sheets. And those time log sheets will be available publicly so people can validate and check them, and at least to some degree, right? Because
imagine if the real world worked that way.
Yeah, just public information. And everyone knows how much everyone gets paid. Everything's blockchain. Like everything is publicly available. You know exactly what the numbers are. So if you have a problem, let's talk.
Isn't that the best? I mean, isn't that the best of what the blockchain means?
100%. It's all transparent, which means that if there's bad actors, one, you can find them pretty damn easy. And we have found them.
Really?
And it's very easy.
Well, I'm on your Discord, and you have 1.23 thousand members online. Total members is 2.75K.
Yeah.
So I mean, statistically saying there's going to be a bad actor.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, my guess is that there's probably some bots in those numbers. I mean, every Discord has bots, and getting rid of them all is nearly impossible these days. But yeah.
Yeah. So I'm on the Discord right now. I just joined. I'm going to actually share my screen so everybody can see. Just joined. So I was waiting at the gate for a little bit. There's some rules and regulations, like be respectful and all that stuff. Your white paper is showing up here. Plus, you got some cool kind of like content just to look at in terms of reading material. And then the mint price. So I see the mint price is 0.08. So what am I getting for 0.08?
Yeah, great question. So the Elder Tree Soul.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it's a 3D interactable an NFT that is the portrayal of what we are, what City Root stands for. And so there's this tree
I feel
at the
like
top.
it's got a very, what do you call it? Are you still there? Because you kind of froze up. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm here.
I feel like it's like James Cameron. What's the freaking movie with the blue aliens?
I know what you're talking about, but
we're not going to even say it because the movie sucks.
Hey now.
I'm just whatever, man.
Yeah,
that sucks compared to City Roots. Okay, but yeah, freaking what is that called? Oh my god, I forget now. Okay, yeah. So you get a tree, and you get an elder tree as part of the community being a part. Of it.
Yeah, so it's actually an elder tree soul. So if you actually went to cityroots.io, you'll see an example right on the homepage.
Yeah, I see them.
So you can actually click that, drag it around, zoom in, zoom out, all that.
Cool.
It's a 3D interactive object. So what you have from that, so like it kind of stands for multiple things. So like our community in and of itself, it stands for a safe, economically stimulated place to learn, grow, laugh, and just have community. That's what City Roots stands for. So you got this top half of nature, and then the bottom half of a city, and they interact. They're two sides of the same coin, if you will. They're one soul. They're one entity, one community.
Awesome.
And so that's what this whole project stands for. Is like, let's all come together, regardless of where you're from, outside, like out in the middle of the woods, or in a big city. Let's all come together and let's build something amazing together, and something that has value. So we have, so we've got this entity of City Roots that, will eventually turn into things like City Roots Coffee, City Roots Retreat Center, City Roots, you name it.
Yeah.
Let's get it out.
Yeah. Enter entity that would be in a normal community here, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then you've got, the two that we've already got of those entities are the City Roots Vault and the City Roots Incubator. So Incubator is just a consultancy, and then the Vault is going to be a competitor to OpenSea, where the profits all go to the community, and it's all legal.
Wow. What would be illegal? What would be doing something illegal?
If we had people purchasing Unity tokens, that would be illegal. So basically, what it comes down to is the Howey test. The Howey test, and really, I can't even say that it's what I'm supposed to say. I can't say it's legal. I have to say it's unlikely to be illegal, because the SEC hasn't even given any proper guidelines.
Sure.
There's no real, in this space, like the guidelines just aren't there. So until they are, this is again, that's why I have to say it's likely to be lawful. Is what our lawyers have.
You got a good shot that you're not going to jail. That's pretty good. I like that shot.
So jail's out of the question entirely.
Okay.
What it would be is it would be a fine at the end of the day.
Okay.
And it would be a fine to the organization. And then what they would say is they'd say, you need to change this about your model. We're ordering you to cease and desist. And so, we would accommodate that, and we would do what we need to do. So.
Yeah. I'm following along. I think I'm following along. I think I'm starting to understand. So
yeah. And everyone in the space is in the same boat. It's like if they've gotten legal advice, it's been that. Exactly that. Like, no one can for sure say with 100% certainty that they're doing it right.
No, I understand. Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. What I'm trying to figure out, right, is, so you're minting. Are you currently minting right now?
No, we are paused. We're paused until the end of the year because we're migrating. So everything on the site is about to get changed in a dramatic way. Because we had to go through this legal process and all this, and we just got it done literally last week. I launched the white paper like 2 days ago on Saturday, and we had our first AMA yesterday, and launched the entire model. It was like an hour and a half AMA explaining to everybody what's happening, and so that's the first look that everyone's had at this. And so we paused minting so that we can migrate everything over to Polygon. Everything's on Ethereum right now, but we're migrating everything over to Polygon for simplicity, for transaction, the cost effectiveness, and the blockchain interactivity being cost effective.
What's the difference? Why do you like Polygon over Ethereum versus Sol or somewhere else?
I
led you there.
So let's we'll put it in three categories here. So we've got Sol, which I'm sorry to say is known as the hackers playground, So Sol is highly centralized, and meaning like the servers are in like a single location, basically. Like they're all separate servers, but they're all in that one location. I don't know where they live or whatnot, but I've heard that it's just a highly centralized model. And relativity to Ethereum servers everywhere, right? So if you want to try and hack Ethereum, you got to go all around the world, kind of thing.
Yeah, and you can't even do it. You can't even do it all at once, anyway. So.
Yeah. So and that's the decentralized. So you got centralized versus decentralized. So and then you've got Polygon, which is kind of currently in the middle between the two. And it's still a little centralized for sure, but it's a side chain of Ethereum. So it's using the same technology and decentralization techniques, but it's just all the servers are being run, a majority of the servers are being run in theory by the Polygon centralization unit. So,
sure. So you feel safer using Polygon.
It's absolutely safer than Sol, for sure. And Sol has actually gone down several times. So, and if it goes down, like let's imagine it goes down forever. Okay.
Yeah.
You just lost everything that you have.
Yeah. Everything that you just did.
Everything.
Jeez.
So, or even if it goes down for a day, like you can't do anything that day. Right. That's the problem with centralization in general.
Yeah.
So, but it also has its significant benefits. Centralization allows you to iterate significantly quicker. So it's actually what city roots will eventually be decentralized. Right now, it is centralized. Right now, everything's running off of some servers and on our side that we've purchased through AWS and wherever else.
Yeah.
But eventually, we will turn to that decentralized model after we have stability.
Sure.
So you build a stable model because you can iterate 10 times quicker on a centralized model. And then once you've got the entire model developed, then we'll turn it over to a DAO and turn it over into decentralized unit, probably like a year and a half, 2 years from now. We're hoping to hit that deadline, and where, if a new entity wants to join City Roots, there is no, so like right now we've got 10 members that are going to own equal portion of the entity. And when that time comes, it's just going to be dissolving the entity entirely. And there is no entity. Now it's the DAO owns it.
Yes.
Right. And because the DAO is global. We have no idea where they live. We have no idea where this can go. And we're trying to build this. So like there's an ambassador role, which if you run real world events, teaching people about NFTs or how to analyze or how to jump into projects, or like just gathering some people, we'll give you like 4,000 Unity tokens for each one of those events. And you can do up to 2 per month. Or you can do virtual.
But okay. So who can?
This event here, this would be like, I'll give you Unity tokens for running this event. Thank you. like this is the kind of thing we'll be doing.
And what can I do with the Unity token? Can I transition it into US dollars?
So yeah. So eventually, yes. So here's the goal. So once the marketplace comes out, again, we're trying to compete against OpenSea, and just for some basic numbers, like OpenSea has, I'm looking at their metrics right now here. They are up to 800,000 users. Okay.
Yeah.
And their, let's see here, their monthly active trader numbers though are roughly around 280,000. Okay. So the active people for OpenSea. Yeah.
Sure.
4,000 of those nets OpenSea about $1 million in profit a month.
Only 4,000 of them?
Only 4,000. 4,000 active traders.
Sure.
On average. Okay.
Jeez.
So that 270,000 users nets them between 70 million and 80 million a month. A month.
Give me that all day.
Now, we're taking that same profit. Like, so if we can, and so many people are so upset with OpenSea and how they're running their models, and it's all built on Heroku, which is a vertically scalable platform, not a horizontally scalable platform. And so it crashes all the time, and they're not improved. Like the improvements are very minor because
they talk about it being broken sea all day.
Yeah, yeah, and now they've just, they're going they're going to become a security, so they're going public, which no one wants that in this space. So
Yeah, it's like the
we'll be
opposite. It's like selling out, dude.
yeah, it is. So here's the problem. It's selling out for several people's gain rather than the gain of a community. And that's the opposite of our model. Our model is the gain of a community is significantly outweighs the gain of any one individual. And so that's why
do you think people even know that, Joe? Like, do you think the people who are trading on OpenSea even care that much about that kind of stuff?
The people trading?
What?
The people trading?
Yeah.
Yeah, so absolutely. So let's go back to, sorry, we keep jumping around a little bit, but let's go back to the Elder Tree Soul. So the Elder Tree Soul, so we're going to have in the marketplace same transaction fee as OpenSea, right? 2.5% transaction fees. Now, owning Elder Tree Soul gets you discounts on those transaction fees. Okay.
Gotcha.
Now, it also gets you a DAO vote. There's only 8,000 of them, and the DAO controls the community wallet. And the community wallet is funded by 100% of the profits from our marketplace. The marketplace should be launching end of March-ish is where we're shooting for right now. We're actually a little bit farther ahead, so hopefully we'll be even closer. But We'll see. We're gonna shoot for end of March. Hopefully not on April 1st. Someone brought that to my attention.
You don't want to do that.
I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. But anyway,
don't do that.
So yeah, we'll be launching the marketplace end of March there, and if just again, if we can get anywhere near 1% of OpenSea's transaction volume, then and pull that into the revenue there and disperse it amongst our community, you can now take your Unity tokens and burn them directly for that profit.
What do you mean by burn? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, good question. So burn, all that means is that, let's say you've got 10 Unity tokens, okay? A burn means you're sending them to a wallet that can't transact, okay?
Yeah, they go away. You're basically throwing them away.
You're throwing them away, exactly. So because no one's, there's literally nothing that can use that wallet, it's called the burn address, the black hole, okay? Sure. Its address is like 0000000. Like literally no one can access that wallet. It's not a thing. So because you do that, it means those tokens no longer theoretically exist, which increases the value of everyone else's tokens.
Agreed. Right. It's just supply and demand, right?
Supply and demand, yes. So
when you're burning, so if I want to burn my tokens, my Unity tokens with you, or in this wallet, right? You're rewarding me for doing that because I'm doing good for the community.
Yes, and not only that, our model is such where a bunch of the tokens get generated in the early stage to reward our early adopters and get the whole thing moving and kicked off, right? Because it's risk versus reward, okay? And they're putting in high risk early versus later on it becomes less risk because it's working already.
Sure.
Right? And so we're rewarding the early adopters significantly more. And over time, it's like a reverse curve, right? So maybe I should do it this way, but I don't know how you're seeing it. But either way, so you're getting a lot less over time. Okay, so you're getting a lot less over time, and which means that, and because we're burning tokens for the harvest, it means that if you hold those tokens, like I'm not going to sell a single token for a minimum of a year, if not more. Like because if we get the whole thing up and running, and we become open
when you get the whole thing up and running,
yeah,
right?
That's fair. When we get the whole thing up and running, from the token or just scalability perspective, right? Once we start to scale up to 100,000 users and we're at that $50 million mark, right? A month, like I'd much rather burn than burn for the same amount of tokens for $1 million payout.
So let's simplify this for everybody listening. The community or cityroots.io want to be another OpenSea. Maybe I'm simplifying it too much.
A better OpenSea, but sure.
Okay, better OpenSea that's safer.
Yep.
Where rug pulls are less, and people in the community that are utilizing the website for the marketplace to buy NFTs and trade NFTs. Right? Am I on the right track?
Yep.
Okay. That if you're doing good on the Discord server, on Twitter, and really interacting with the community and helping and running educational content in real life to try to get more people on, those people who are big components of this are being fed or paid out Unity tokens, which then, as it grows, have more value, because early adopters, obviously, we're getting more tokens in the beginning are worth a lot less than more tokens in the end when it has making money. Because if the community is helping grow this marketplace, you're rewarding them, and then they're going to benefit because everybody's going to be using this better OpenSea.
Yes.
Okay. This is a lot of content.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. And so we're actually launching version 1 of the Vault on January 1st.
And what's the Vault again? Remember you said you were going to talk about it, but you didn't yet.
So, and I can share it with you. I can give you guys
let's do that sharing. Yeah, go ahead and share your screen. All right, folks, deal with me here, because we're going to do something different. I don't usually do this. Okay. There. I like that. That's a good look.
Excellent. So this is the Vault. The Vault is a place where you can you get crowdsourced reviews. You can discover new NFT projects and secure. We'll talk about secure in a second. So essentially, right now we're up to 3,000 reviews on our platform, and this is all live data.
Time out. And the name City Roots is the name of the community, but yes, the Vault is the name of the marketplace.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Keep going.
Yes. Exactly.
This is cool. This is awesome. I'm really starting to understand this now.
Yeah. So effectively, on the Vault, you have here's the top 5 blue chip projects that the community has voted on, right? And so you have people have voted 82 blue chips for Crypto Hoots, 70 blue chips for Cybernico.
I've never even heard of Crypto Hoots.
Yeah. So go check them out, right? They're very solid project. And so effectively what you can do is you can see their community, utility, and art scores, okay? And their overall score. And it's all community-based voting, right? And then, so let's say we open up City Roots.
Funny how that's a top 5.
Yeah. so we can pull in all of this information about City Roots, right? So what's the network it's on? What's the collection tag? So their play to earn, community wallet, games, partial IP, alpha content, lifestyle, all that stuff, right? About this collection, created dates, all that information. Then you get the team member information. You get to see, and I apologize, this information's not up to date yet. I do have to go modify this stuff.
This is why you're here. You're here to talk about a budding community project here. So keep going. It's fine.
So you got the team where you can actually you'll be able to enter into say, click on this wallet ID, and you'll be able to go see all the projects that person is on, right? So if they're on any other projects, you can tell. Or you'll also be able to tell, let me just go to one of them really quick here. So you'll also be able to tell, let's say I go open up one of these guys. You'll be able to see their Discord ID, their Twitter ID, if they had entered one, and then all the reviews that they've put in to the Vault. Okay?
Wow.
So you can see, and then again, all the projects that they're on, if they're on projects.
Yeah, you can track whether or not they're actually doing things.
Yes, and what they're doing. And then, because again, we just believe in full transparency. And then you got
the true decentralized way of thinking in this space.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
So, and then you've got Roadmap, which allows you. So one of the biggest problems that I personally face as being a full-time NFT investor is, in cryptocurrency DeFi investor, is finding and remembering about the projects that are launching and when their launch dates are. Discord and Twitter do terrible for actual documenting what's happening inside of communities. And so Roadmap is a really simple idea of just, hey, when's your pre-sale, your public sale, show me all of the information about your project and when it's coming out, and being able to subscribe to a collection and then go to my calendar and see the list of everything coming up.
Okay.
Across everything that you care about, you've subscribed to.
Gotcha. So it's it gives you those reminders inside the system,
yes,
so that you can figure that out. Let me ask you something. It brings up a thought. So those projects on OpenSea, some of them are verified, some of them aren't verified. How do you get them over to the Vault?
So that's our curator role. curators are significantly helping us with that.
So they get a lot of Unity tokens.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If you read the white paper, you'll see all the Unity token payouts per role. But curators are the ones helping us with that. And we need more curators. So people that are interested, please reach out. Yeah. The more the merrier.
Gotcha.
And then you'll be able to see their white paper, which is just PDF view. It's broken at the moment. And then you have the reviews, which actually show you. So these are all the questions we believe make up an NFT project. So you've got community, utility, and art. That is an NFT in and of itself. And so we've got for community, culture and values, transparency, communication, and leadership and trust. And then each of the scores that go along with it. We've got 4.6 across the board for each of these.
Can these evolve too? Can you add more later on? What if there's
yes, we can, but we spent 3 months building this survey.
Okay. I understand. What happens though when things like in real life NFTs start showing up in the world?
It's
like video
still should follow under these mechanics.
Gotcha. Okay, deal. I mean, yeah, because if I go to a basketball game and my ticket is now an NFT, I'm being super simple here. I'm just talking about what a normal guy in the real world is thinking about when it comes to NFT research and what people are thinking. Like that, and like museums, right? Like the pieces of art, the art would be good, but it doesn't really have a community around it.
I disagree.
Okay, tell me why. I'd love to hear this.
Yeah. So, how did you find out about the art place?
I went there when I was a kid.
Okay.
Let's say it was the Natural History Museum in New York City, right?
Okay, same thing. So there's there's a shit ton of people that care about that museum.
Yes, agreed. So that's the community.
That's the community. The utility is the experience. Right?
Okay, you got me. All right, continue. This is good. So so now you as a member, right, as a DAO member, right, as a voting member of this community of City Roots and ultimately the Vault, I can make these determinations on what I think is good or not.
Anyone can do this. This is open to the public. This is publicly available.
Agreed. You
do not need an elder tree. You don't need anything to be able to do this other than a MetaMask wallet, or MetaMask integration in a wallet ID.
Into the Vault.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So you just need to be on DeFi. That's it.
Gotcha. That's pretty powerful. I mean, that's different, I think.
Well, that's what we wanted to be, is where anybody can use this. It's entirely free. There's no monetization model that would impact the credibility of the information. No one can benefit by doing something else unless it becomes about getting on the front page to become one of the top 5 blue chips. Like that would be the only way to get on the top 5 blue chips is to go to your community and say, hey guys, vote for us as a blue chip project. At the end of the day though, you can't go vote 1 million times for your own project because of the safeguards we put in place around prevention of those kinds.
Sure. You had to. Do you think, I guess my question is there another OpenSea competitor that you'd be worried about that is doing something similar?
So there's several that are popping up, and none of them worry me. See, competitors are healthy. Competitors don't it's one thing I learned in my last business as a consultancy. Working again with these companies, Verizon, Comcast, Cisco, Salesforce, all these enterprise firms, and the competitors in the ecosystem will just show you what you need to work on or where your niche is.
Mm-hmm.
They'll either show you your weaknesses that you need to fix.
Sure.
If they're weaknesses, why are they there? Right? What can you do better? How can you improve? Because if we are truly about the community, then we would want our weaknesses pointed out.
Yeah, if you were about money, it would be the other way around.
If we were about money, it'd be about how do we get more money.
You'd be OpenSea going to public. We'd
be OpenSea going to public.
So, again, not wrap it. I mean, we can keep going, but I'm trying to wrap up this idea.
Yes.
So the Vault, I'm going to go to the vault.io to trade and buy NFTs by connecting my wallet.
Yeah. So on this page, what's going to happen is on April or end of March. End of March. Well, yeah, April 1st.
That's a great day. I mean, you should do it on April 1st just because you won't. You'll prove.
I didn't even think about April Fools being a thing. Like I don't.
You should now do it, Joe, just so that you can prove that we are so serious that we're not. We're meta. We're being meta about ourselves because we're not a joke. We're absolutely real. We have your trust.
Honestly, though, what it would do is it would. I couldn't do it because of even the remote possibility of someone feeling like it could be false. Like that anxiety.
That alone does it. Yeah.
To an ecosystem. Yeah. And so I could never do that intentionally. So the moment someone was like, dude, that's April 1st, that's April Fool's, right? And I was like, oh, fuck. So
it's over. It's over.
Yeah.
What were you going to say? Sorry.
So we're going to have a marketplace tab here. And effectively, it's going to work very similar to OpenSea, although we're looking to add quite a few other mechanics, things like limit buys, limit sells, which are just unheard of today for NFTs because it's an entirely different model. But notifications, all that kind of stuff. And then you'll have an analytics tab, and then you'll have the Vault tab, which is the whole reason we named this entire thing the Vault. And the Vault will be out on January 1st as well, the Vault tab. The Vault is a place for you to come in and time lock your NFT. Okay. Any NFT, any collection. So you can come in and you time lock an NFT, let's say for a week or for a year or for 10 years. So what does that do? Well, it removes supply. When you time lock it, it means it no longer is owned by you, but you'll be able to pull it out in 10 years from now.
Would it be similar to wrapping it like we do with the...
Not really wrap, because wrapping still allows you to unwrap.
But you can never pull it out once you set the timer.
Correct.
So it's the Vault. Oh, you lock it up.
It's literally the Vault. Yeah. So what it does is, it reduces supply, right? And then 2, it provides influencers with a way to back up their stories. So if they're going to say something like, I believe in this project, guys, it's a long-term play for me.
Ooh.
Well, then put it in the Vault.
Yeah, prove it.
Prove it.
Dick.
Exactly. Prove it. Because right now there's no proof.
Yeah, they'll say that all day and then they'll pull out.
Yeah.
Man, you really are hitting on a lot of different things that are really bad in the space right now, and you're trying to fix it with this project.
Yes. Yeah. And it's all going to be publicly available, free. And that's what we're trying to do, man.
Wow. I'm impressed, Joe. This is really cool. I didn't understand. Obviously, I didn't understand. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Now I understand, because from my perspective, I'm looking for a better place to spend my time and energy on my NFT buying and selling, my flipping, right? I mean, what do we call it? Trading, right? We'll just call it NFT trading. And if you can tell me that there's a community that's giving positive feedback, that are paid in this Unity token to do good things for the community, and then ultimately bad actors are put out, and you're able to kind of go look at who's putting what in a vault to say I'm not touching this for 5 years. That's a big deal. That's a huge deal.
Yeah. So especially people like Gary Vee, right? I mean, there's no reason not to trust him. He's got the integrity of anyone that I know. He's got solid integrity.
Yeah, the integrity of a Jets fan. Yep.
Yeah. So, but at the same he would be one I know would use this in a heartbeat, because that's who he is. Because he would be willing to prove it, because he does believe in the space long term. He does believe in the projects that he says he believes in.
So you can't do that. There's nobody putting things like that. Are you just combining a bunch of these different ideas to take care of this problem in the space, or has this ever been thought of before?
I haven't seen this anywhere, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah, of course.
The space is so huge. But it was so actually Chef Dave NYC's idea in order to get this thing out. And he's a CryptoPunk holder. He's been around the space since March, which in this space is like a legend. So
I know it's crazy. If you got in at the beginning of 2021, man.
Oh, dude, you made out. You're absolutely a JPEG millionaire, or multi-millionaire for sure.
Why do I always miss that stuff? I'm here now.
You're here now. You're here now. You know, getting plugged in with City Roots. We'll, I trust the community's alpha content. When they put stuff out, they do their research. I recommend you do your own as well. But we at least filter things, and we're not just like, hey, join this because I need people to enter my whitelist. You know, that's not what we're about. Yeah.
This is good. Okay. Hold on. Stop sharing your screen for just a second.
Yeah. Here you go.
We'll put it back on here. We'll put it back up. I'm gonna do my thing. This is so cool. I'm really excited that I met you, Joe, because this is I'm all about, and I'm looking. And what's funny is my first interview last Tuesday or Monday was a guy who does events down, and he's doing a first NFT experience event in Austin. He would be a perfect community member. The second person I met in the space is somebody who believes in a community YouTube channel about educational NFT content. And then we have just other people that I'm meeting along the way that are always open to help. And I feel like those are the people you need in this community.
Yes. Yep. Those are the people that are going to get rewarded the most too.
Yo, community literally is money now. Because the only way that this space works, from what I know, is I cannot do this by myself. And I said that episode 1. And I said, I'm going to go through this journey. I'm going to introduce you to people I meet along the way. You, other guys, Jenny 2Q. Oh, I can't do it by myself. She's been tweeting me out. Dude, she's tweeted me out like 15 times. And I did one interview with her. But that's what I'm saying. That's a great, I really appreciated that. And I didn't understand that that's what this community is. And it's that decentralization thought process too, right? Like, we don't want to control, we want everybody to control everything, not one person to control some things.
Yep.
So,
and so the other thing that comes with this, as we talk about, community equals value, right? Like, it's the new currency. If you just take tokenomics in general, right? How do meme coins become valuable?
Because a bunch of people think that they're valuable or give money to it, literally.
That's it. Community. It's value itself is whatever you're willing to pay.
Yeah, whatever I think it is. I know, that's why I don't want to invest in shitcoins anymore.
Yeah. Well, and that's exactly why, that's why we're here. That's why we're building this token, is because we're here, we're going long-term. And if we can find like-minded individuals that are holders and not just here for the quick flip, and it's okay if you're here for the quick flip, by all means, join us. We're here. But if we can truly hit the core reason, like we're giving people a reason to hold. We're giving people a reason to be engaged in the community. And if you give people a reason for existing in the community, in a purpose.
And that reason is tokens, by the way, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh.
It can be tokens, but maybe you're here for the coffee. Maybe you're here for the retreat center. Maybe you're here maybe you have an idea for our incubator and you're like, I just don't know how to get it built. Hit me up. We'll chat. We'll have coffee.
Yeah,
right?
You're going to drive out to Indy and stay in my guest room again.
Yeah, well, absolutely. So
yeah. Bring your kid, bring your wife. We'll hang out. I got a 1-year-old. She turns 1 on Saturday.
There we go, man. There we go. And dude, I mean it. Like, I do. That's literally, I brought my wife, brought my kid. We went out. We met up with them. Made sure they weren't serial killers. And then we hung out with them for 3 days.
You can never really know, though, Joe. If they're serial
that first night, you lock the door. You make sure.
Jesus.
They're going to see this. They're going to love it.
And I would know too. I have a podcast that's called Infamous Indy, and it's got 100,000 listeners, and it's about true crime in Indiana. So even I don't know who a serial killer is. I did a podcast with one of my friends during the Halloween season, and they brought me in, and it was like a panel of 6 people, and they're like, "Tell us, how do you know that there's someone's a serial killer?" And I was like, I don't. I just report on what happens, but I had to
Well, when you look at the statistics, it's so much better to trust.
That's right.
Statistically, I'm going to trust every time. It's statistically more likely.
Ooh, people don't like that. I don't like that.
I'm a risk guy. Yeah, I'm a risk guy. I'm an analyst by design. Like, that's who I am. I'm an analyst. So if I operate outside of an analytics perspective, it's very difficult for me to operate.
Trust every time, and you'll be okay.
I didn't say that.
Okay, sorry.
I said I'll always choose to trust first. Doesn't mean I won't verify. Doesn't mean I won't keep my eyes peeled. Doesn't mean I won't put prevention mechanics in place. I will always.
I feel like the trust factor comes into play eventually, though. You'll figure it out if you're doing those analytical things.
It does, yeah. So it's and realizing that people are people, and you can never truly know what emotion will bring to the table.
This is good, Joe.
Sorry, man. I know that was a totally different tangent.
No, we got to go wherever we're gonna go. That's what this is about, man. Wow. Okay. So, recap. Because it's hard for me to. Seriously, it's hard for me to understand all this stuff. So I'm trying to And the other thing is too, the space has to do a better job of dumbing the shit down.
Yeah. Well, so you talked about competitors earlier. Coinbase building an NFT marketplace, and they're going to be our biggest competitor. They're going to eat up the space, and I'm so thankful that they're going to do it, because all it's going to do is bring new people to the space. And what are they going to do? They're going to do what they always do: get tired of the mega corporations that are running the world. That's why the DeFi space exists. All they're going to do is make things easier for new people to enter the system. And then once they're in, we'll get them there to learn the system.
So what do you guys need? What does City Roots need right now?
Dedicated individuals. We've got plenty of them, right? There's about 500 truly dedicated individuals in our platform right now. And as we scale, naturally, we need more growth. That's it. Like, we're in a growth spree right now, right? So it's all about growth and spreading an awareness. And so what we need right now, we have the content, we have the why, which is critical, and we have the right foundations in place for it to grow successfully and not collapse on itself. And the tokenomics model, everything has been balanced and thought through from end to end. And if you read, most tokenomic white papers are 2-3 pages long. 26-page white paper, guys, good luck.
Yeah, I'm not reading that.
Well, hey, that's your choice.
No, I'm just that's it. Yeah, no, I get it.
Meaning, it's not
you guys
about
have done your research. You've done the work.
We've put it out and we've said, look, we've thought through the entire end to end. And we're giving you the information up front. We're not asking you to trust us here. We're not saying, yeah, we'll figure it out. We've done that. We've put it out, and now it's up to you to make the decision.
One of those Discord or one of those games that we're in together, which we met on, dude, they're all asking about trust. A lot of trust.
The whole model is based on trust, because they keep putting things out. They're like, yeah, well, we keep developing. Yeah, but your tokenomics are shit.
Yeah, I know.
Because you didn't think through from the beginning what you wanted to do, where your end goal was. You just shot an arrow. And the arrow is moving.
Your team, you've got it figured out. You know what you want to do.
We know what the goal is, and we have already set up our platform, and we've already, steady aimed the shot, and we are about to launch the shot on January 1st.
Shoot your shot, kid. Shoot it. Go for it. Bet it all.
Bet it all.
I was egging some guy on the Discord server to bet it all yesterday. Just go for it.
What's there's that fish show, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? The one with jeez, come on, I'm gonna lose the whole thing.
Squid Game?
No. There's it's a really old movie. Really old movie.
Man,
with
we're 0 for 2 on movies today.
We're 0 for 2. Dude, this is not my, like, I'm an analytics guy. I'll remember anything numbers based. The moment you put me anywhere else, I'm toast. But
I'm going to search fish game Joe mentioned.
No. Jeez. I think it's got Angelina Jolie and
it's about fishes?
Who's the Karate Kid's dad? Why am I not able to do this right now? Aiden Smith.
Dad.
Will Smith. Okay. It's got Will Smith. Yeah. Yeah, the new Karate Kid, not the better one. So Will Smith, he's in a fish movie. Anyway, there's a scene in there where Shark Tale. Thank you, my God. Oh, yeah. There's a scene in there. This is a nice little tangent. Sorry, guys.
Listen, they're gone. So see you later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They all left 10 minutes. Dude, they left like 10 minutes into the thing.
Not if they're smart.
Fishtail.
Shark Tale.
Shark Tale. There's one point in the movie where he ends up going to the racetrack with all of this money that he got from. He's supposed to pay off all of his debts from his, not girlfriend, and then he's like, she would want me to bet it all. Because he hears about a sure thing,
Yep. And that was in the alpha group that he was in. So
yeah, and honestly though, like that perfectly describes the NFT ecosystem. Majority of the NFT ecosystem is this. Yeah, I heard about this. It's going to do amazing, guys. And it's like
I would say cryptocurrency in general. It's that way.
Yeah, that's fair. That's entirely fair. But that is and that hype will only last a day, 2 days, at sometimes 3. I mean, you saw it majorly with On One. But yeah, man, that's it.
You we got people follow you at Community Roots NFT on Twitter.
City Roots NFT, yep.
City Roots. And if they want to get involved, they can just get a hold of you, and you have positions open right now to be part of this community.
Absolutely. We've got plenty of positions open. Again, we're in this mode of scale right now. And so we're definitely looking for, dozens of individuals to join the team.
Gotcha. And then follow you on your Discord. I mean, I'm on your Discord, and I'm so happy to see 2,750 members already.
Yeah. So if you jump into the Discord, and my name is Elder Tree McGee in the Discord. My DMs are always open. By all means, hit me up. And I'm pretty much always online as well. But you can also, if you want to hit me up on Twitter, Joseph Yelle is my at name. So at Joseph Yelle, YELLE. But yeah,
too.
And same thing, LinkedIn. Yeah.
I'm gonna have you back on, dude. We'll every couple weeks you come back on. Let's talk about your project, but also you're just kind of you're exactly the expert that people need to hear from, and you gotta forgive me for just trying to dumb everything down. Like it's funny because I try to say something, or like I try to understand it and then like be able to spit it out so that my mom can understand it or my dad. And like right now, the way I could say is, there's an NFT marketplace called OpenSea. This is a major competitor. They're taking all the negatives out of the OpenSea model and making it better using community. And like, if you can dumb things down, and if I can have you back on in the next couple of weeks and we could talk about what's going on in the space as a whole, like right now, everybody's into the pixel art because from what I understand is that, right now pixel art is on chain. People want that, but also really they just like, it's hot right now, right? And for what reason? Nobody really knows, but projects are skyrocketing because they're pixel art. And it's like, I don't know what's going on. Plus, there's other things going on around like play to earn games and stuff like I can't explain. But hey, man, maybe JoJo Crypto Live was supposed to be the name because Joe squared, man. I mean, that's kind of crazy when you think about it. We'll just bring you on. So,
dude, hell yeah, man. I'm happy to be here. Like I said, it's a privilege. I'm so thankful that we were able to meet last night.
I don't think we had viewers. just to be honest, I don't think we had any viewers, but maybe somebody will see this. I mean, the whole point is to create content, put it out there.
We're gonna absolutely be sharing this entire thing. Are you kidding?
Okay, cool. That's great.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks, Joe, man. If you guys have any questions, if you do have information and you want us to see it, just post it in the chat, like, subscribe, comment, share, retweet, Discord joining. I mean, you got tons of calls to action, but the least thing you can do is just like this video. Just like the live stream, and you'll be good. And I'll get some love from that. So
I will leave with one comment as well. Right now in Discord, because technically our bots are still active and we're not making any of the changes until Jan 1st.
Okay.
Which means that if anyone joins our Discord and gets to level 2, the way that our tokenomics model works, at least for the month of November and December, the Unity tokens are getting paid out in such a way that anyone in the citizen role is going to get a full 3,850 Unity tokens for free, multiplied by 2. So whatever that is. So 7,600 or 7,700 tokens, right?
Yeah.
So just get level 2 in our server. Come engage with us. Come talk with us. Come figure out what's in our alpha and learn the model. Learn whatever you need. Ask questions. It doesn't take a lot of effort, but it will be worth the effort.
Well, I'm already trying, dude. I'm trying to get level 2 right now.
Awesome.
Get coffee.
So,
this has been great, Joe. Thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, everybody. Well, we'll try to bring you some more content tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be as intense as this. It'll probably be something real small, so we can just understand. But definitely lessons we learned today. Soul equals scam. Community equals currency. And Joe squared equals fire.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's go. All right, guys. We'll see you guys later. And thanks for joining. Thanks for watching the live stream. See you later.
Are you listening? Damn. Are you listening?